my name is Whitney Wingo, and I'm doing my final project for EEC 673. And for my final project in Dr. Schwartzer's class, I've created a blog. I'm very excited. I've never created a classroom blog before. But this is, it's a multiculturalism in the classroom. It is a blog that will explain to teachers how easy it is to really help English language learners in the classroom. This is something I didn't know at the beginning of this course. When you think about helping English language learners, if you're not a bilingual teacher and you don't know how to speak a child's language, you can get a little bit hesitant on how to really help them. Well, this is a blog set up for my school in particular. We're moving into a new school this year, and hopefully enrollment numbers will rise. We might have a few more Hispanic kids is what we're kind of expecting, but this blog can also help teachers from all other schools, and it can help parents to just inform them a little bit about what their child may be going through. I'm going to move the camera a little closer. It's a little hard to see, but this blog is made up of, this is the home page. It says, the purpose of this blog is to help teachers meet the needs of students from different cultural backgrounds. Search this blog and reply back with your thoughts on a variety of things, including find out about the creator of this blog, common questions, misconceptions about English language learners, find teacher resources, find useful ELL websites for teachers and parents, find great websites for English language learners and use them in your classroom, and learn how easy it is to start collecting bilingual children's books. And at the end, it gives teachers tips for learning how to form good relationships with students and their families, and also why it's so important. There's a section in here that says learn about the creator. It's a part of the blog where I just describe myself, where I graduated from, my plans this summer, and where I'm teaching. I'm teaching at Minor Community School in first grade. I taught second grade last year. This will be my second year to teach. After that, we move on to teacher resources. It brings up some great books. When you click on the books, many of these we read in our class this semester. And it captures the preview. It tells a little bit about the book in a short description, and then it also states the references for where you can find it. The next tab after you go back to teacher resources, it's for teachers to read up books. Then it's the parent-teacher websites. You can click on this site to find many websites, and as you scroll over them, the sites will pop up so you can see the opening page. This site also, the blog, allows you to respond back any questions that you may have about the different sites that are on here. The sites include things for bilingual families and educators, how to teach writing better, teaching activities for your classroom. It also gives you websites to translate texts, and also how to subscribe to free magazines on ELLs. There's also a few more here. I'll move on though. There are websites just for kids coming up next, and these are websites that teachers may not know what websites would be good in their classroom for English language learners, and this gives them a great opportunity to click on these links and download them onto their computer and save them and use them in the classroom for English language learners. There is also a spot at the bottom for comments or requests for projects or links or any computer thing they might think is good to use in the classroom or that they would suggest having on the blog. After that, it's bilingual children's books. There's a lot of examples of bilingual children's text, and then at the bottom there's some links on how you can get started building your own library in your classroom. It's a great way for teachers to do this. Sometimes you can be hesitant, or you can think it's a little bit hard to find these books, but it's actually very, very easy, and by clicking on these links it will get you started. At the bottom it says please comment on particular books that you love, and also comment on books that you need and can't find, or if you need any ideas of how to use these books in your classroom. We can also talk about that on the blog. Forming relationships is the next and last one. It describes all about forming relationships. Excuse me, there's one more after this one, but it describes all about forming relationships, reasons why the teacher should form good relationships with the student, and just really kind of explains why the parent-teacher-student relationship is so important in the classroom. Throughout this whole semester, I've realized how important it is to make a good relationship with teachers. I'll read one quote from this. It says, "Nobody is more important in this process than the teacher. Teachers have the opportunity to nurture students' growing understanding of who they are and who they want to be." This is a quote by Cummins in his book. It is cited also in here. And then after it's listed why it's important, there are ways, there's examples listing for how teachers can reach out to parents if they don't know how. Once you know it's important, you need to know how. So it describes a great list of how to reach out to parents. If you are call parents, send newsletters home, invite parents to read a story to the class, maybe even if they want to read it in a different language. It would be a great experience for these students. And the last section is common questions or misconceptions that many people have when they start off learning about English language learners. A few, for example, or as, let's see, will it suppress a student's English language development if they are allowed to use their native language in the classroom? And what we found is that it really doesn't. Allowing students to use their native language facilitates cognitive and academic growth. So please allow your students to speak both languages in the classroom. They can build on background knowledge and work on all of their academic efforts, and you can help to inspire them in their learning. There's many more questions throughout this blog, and at the end it also says please ask questions that you may have or give some replies on your insights. And as we go back up, I'll go back to the home page where we started. Throughout this year, I plan to add to this blog, respond to people's comments, take suggestions, add them on there, and hopefully get this going at my school. I'm going to talk to my principal about it after registration. It's very busy at our school right now, but I'd love to talk to her about it and add on throughout the year, and maybe if we add on even more, continue it to the next. I'm excited about this project, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thanks.